Okay, cool.
Recording's in progress.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so today I wanted to go over working with a template that the 21 Online Business Builder gives you to put in your contacts into the Business Builder CRM. And so I know that some agents that I've worked with before struggled with how to use it. And so I wanted to show you guys a really easy way to do it, even if you don't have Excel, the Excel program from Microsoft Office. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so first I have the 21 Online portal open. You have to log into it first of all. And so once you're logged in, you'll notice that there's a search bar here, right? And you would type in Business Builder. Business Builder, okay? And then once you get to Business Builder, you're gonna click this link right here. And then you scroll down to where it says Access Business Builder. And then once you access the Business Builder, you're going to go over to where it says Contacts here. So you click on Contacts, and then you want to click on Import Contacts. And then once you click Import Contacts, you will click on the left-hand side here, Start and Import. And then it pulls up this window here that says Import Contacts. It asks you to select a CSV file, and then you would move over to the next step if you have it already filled out. So what we have to do first is we have to download the file template from this blue link here. So you click on Download File Template, and then you're just going to save it here. And then what you're going to do here is I have my Gmail already open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open up Sheets in the Google Gmail. And then I'm going to create a blank one. So click on blank. And then you're going to open it. So click on Open, File, and Open. And then you're going to upload it. So click on Upload, select a file. And then, so select that file that you just downloaded from the Business Builder. Okay, and then you open it inside of Google Sheets because it works just like Excel. So once you open it up, you see that there's columns here, A, B, C, D, E, just like an Excel spreadsheet, and then it gives you the different columns that you need to fill in information for your contacts. And so it's like first name, last name, things like that. So there are several ways for you to get a list of contacts. Some of you might either have your contacts already on a CRM, such as Lines Desk. I don't know what other ones they have, a Top Producer, like any of the other CRMs, or you might have it from your phone. So if you have it from like an Android phone, you would download it from an Android phone. If you have it from an iPhone, you download it from an iPhone. So I did another class where I showed how to do it from an iPhone. So we're not going to do that this time around, but I wanted to show you that the way that you would, let's say like we get a list of contacts, right? So let's say I have this list of contacts on my Google. So this is a different way to get it, is if you have your contacts in Google, which normally if you have an Android phone, there's a very big chance that your contacts would be synced to your Google account if you have a Google account on your Android. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to export my list of contacts. So I click on export from it within Google. And then I would export it as a Google CSV file. And then here you just double check that there's, however many contacts you have. So there's 10 contacts. And then you click on export. Okay, so you have export, and then you export it as contacts. And then here you can then click open again. And then you go to upload. You select that file, contacts. Okay. Should be loading. Maybe it didn't work. Let me try it again. Three contacts. Download. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Okay, let's try a new sheet. Maybe it didn't like that I was opening it up in the same sheet. Okay, I'm gonna open here. Upload. Contacts. Okay. All right, there you go. So now it has some information. So these are just addresses from the office, right? So there's like some office addresses and such. And so the way that you would work with this is you want to use this template here because this is the one that goes into Business Builder and it's provided by Business Builder. And this is the one that it will understand the best. And so you want to use this one and grab information from the other sheet from Google. And you want to just grab the names, like highlight all of them. So you would select one and then just drag it down and have it highlight all of the names. And then you would copy it. And then you would take that and then you would plug it into here. So let's say like we pretend that this is the last name, right? The last name column. So you'd grab all of that and then you would put it into the last name column from row number 2, and then you click and paste. Or, okay, never mind, sorry. I don't know why I didn't like that. So let's see, we can do that. Oh my gosh, why doesn't it like that? Okay, so instead of trying to paste it with your mouse on your keyboard, you would press Control V. Okay, so that's what paste is, Control V. Or if you have an Apple, it would be, what's it called? Command V, okay? So then now you've pasted all of them in the row, and then you would go back and you do the same thing with the other row. So you highlight all of it, and then if you want to do the shortcut, it's Control C or Command C. And then you can go in here to this one, and then you'd do Control V. So you would just kind of paste it in each column like this, following this template here. And then when you get to the address, you do the same thing. You go all the way down to the address. So this is the address section. And so I would go all the way down. So scroll down to the column where it has addresses, and then highlight all the addresses. Control C. You guys are going to be programmers soon. I'll give you all the hotkeys. But let's see. So addresses, Control V, and then you'd paste all the addresses in there. And of course, because Google is a little bit different than Business Builder, their addresses are not the same. Like they're not laid out the same way. So as you can see, all of it, it's like in one row. So you might want to do some manual copy and pasting. So like for this one here, it has the city and the state in one box. So you could just go in there and you can grab some of that and cut it out and then paste it in the boxes that are for the right thing, right? So this one here has the state in here. So you take out the state, make sure you take out any commas and all that stuff. So you put in the state here. So, oh shoot, I deleted it on accident. Okay, so just type in CA. And if you remember here, I don't remember what the address was, but at least I have it here. So let's see. This is 91006. Yeah, so you would just type in 91006. So you want to separate them into different boxes. So that way the program, the business builder can understand what information is in which box, and it knows where to plug it in into the CRM. So the main reason why you want to separate it is because the CRM was set up, and this is like a programmer thing. So it was set up in a way where all of the different parts of an address are separated, and then um, and then it uses that information for other stuff, such as like, being able to mail things out to your contacts, or like they just use the information for different purposes. So you want to follow their layout for their data. So that's what you would do here. You just kind of like separate them into city, state, zip code, country, all that stuff. And then if you have any notes that you've taken for your contacts, you put them in the boxes that have notes in them. Note number 1, 2, 3, if you have them separated, family members, secondary phone, all that stuff. So you just want to put them in the right column. And it's also a good time to clean up your contact list while you're doing this. So if there's anyone in your contact list that you don't think that you're going to contact for marketing purposes, and you want to take them out during that time. So the best way to do that is you just highlight the number of the row that they're in, and then it takes out the entire row like this, or highlights the entire row like this. And then you just right click on here and you just click on delete row. So then it takes out the entire row. And then of course, like you want to make sure that you separate first name and last name as well, because I know sometimes when we're saving personal contacts, we put like emojis, we put, nicknames, like, all of those things, and you don't want those in your contact list, especially for professional reasons. And so you just want to make sure to go through and clean out all of your contacts and make it look really nice and neat and professional. That way, when you're marketing to these clients or prospects or whatever you want to call it, in like your email campaign, it'll take their first name. Whenever you send the email out, it'll just automatically take their first name and say like, hi, Maria, or hi, Robert, whatever. And then it'll spit out the rest of the marketing email. And that helps the email campaigning program to do that for you. So that's how you would do that. Once you finished organizing the whole thing, cleaning it all out, then you would save this and you would download it. So you go to File, and then you download, and then you download it as a CSV file. So comma separated values is also known as .csv file. So you just download it, and then it goes back onto your computer here, right? You save it, and then you can go back into your market leader or business builder. That's another name for it, which is market leader. You choose the file, and then you click on the one that you just edited, open, and then next, and then you kind of go through, make sure that everything is correct. The thing that you want to keep in mind about uploading any kind of contacts into Business Builder is if your contacts don't have a first name and a last name and a phone number and an email, a lot of the times it will complain because it needs to have that information. So it seems like right now this is the one that you need. So you have to have a last name if you have if you want to upload information. So if you don't have it, just delete the whole entire contact and don't even worry about it until you have the last name. And then it will allow you to move forward, because Business Builder does do sort of like a sweep of all of your contacts, and it lets you know which ones you're missing information on, and it will complain in this area here. So then once you do that, you just move forward, right? So see how it says errors found, which means that there are no emails or something like that. So you just want to go in and you want to edit all of that information, and then you re-upload it into your system. So that is what you do to work with your contacts sheet. Does anyone have questions for me at this moment? Anyone?
Liars. Somebody's got to.
halfway through, so I couldn't really see what you were doing. So I don't want to be, I missed the part right after you said, hi, everyone.
Iron. Okay. Do I need to run through it again?
No, that's fine. You're recording it, right, Robert?
Yeah, but if no one's got any questions, Jocelyn, just do it again, because I'm guessing. Now, I'm guessing that a lot of people got 100% of everything you just said, and so they probably don't need you to go through it again. But for fun, why don't you just do it again?
Gotta be hands-on.
Okay. All right. So let me just go over it again, I guess. Let's see. Oops. So here's my business builder. Okay. All right. So first you would have to go into the search bar. You type in business builder. And then you click on the business builder link, which takes you to access business builder down here. So you click on that, right? And then it opens up this one, which is the business builder CRM. And so once you're inside of the business builder CRM, you want to add more contacts. So you go to contacts and then you click on import contacts, which will give you the import contacts options. So you'll have 3 different options. You can either do an integration, import, or lead stream. So you can click on start and import, this blue button here on the left-hand side. And then it gives you this box called import contacts. And then you click on download file template, which once you do that, it downloads into your downloads folder. I've already done that, it's here. And then you would go into that file to work on it. So I have that file already here. And what I did was I went to file. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a step. So first you have to go into your Gmail, and then you go to all of your apps. So your Google apps are in this little icon here. And then you click on Sheets, right? Once you click on Sheets, you'll be given a lot of different options to choose from. You want to choose a blank option. So you click on the blank. And then once you're in the blank sheet, you want to open up the template that was downloaded from from Business Builder. So you click on File, and then you do Open, click on Upload, and then you select a file to upload. So you're going to do this one, the one that you downloaded from Business Builder. And then it will open up with nothing in it except for the title of the columns. So this is your first name, last name, nickname, all that stuff. And then you will open up another one once you've downloaded that list from either your phone, your computer, your Google, anything like that. And so I'm just showing you one from Google right now. So this is my Google contacts. I have 10 contacts in total. I would export it. So I click on export. And then once I export it, it will give me the option to do it as CSV, Outlook CSV, vCard. You want to choose the Google CSV option. So you click on export, and then it will export down here into your downloads folder. And then you come back up and it will open up like this into another sheet. So you open up Google Sheets again, you click on File, you open it up, click on Open, Upload, and then try to upload it, and then it will open up in another Google Sheet like this. So now you'll have a sheet side by side alongside the one that you just downloaded from Business Builder. So you have one here and one here. And so that way you can go in and you can grab the column's information, copy and paste it into the other side. So you just start from the very first column. And what you do is like, you try to mix match which ones make sense. So a lot of the times what you'll see is that the names are not the same as the one in the other sheet. And the reason why that is just in their columns the same thing. So this one in Business Builder named it first name, last name, title, nickname, etc. And so for Google, they named it name, given name, additional name, family name, blah, 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 blah. And so you kind of just want to find the one that makes the most sense. So like, let's say this one here just says name. Well, okay, what kind of name is it? Is it like, does it seem like a first name? Does it seem like a last name? So if you see like Robert Hertel, it obviously Hertel would not be the first name. So you would just kind of like guesstimate which column has which information. And so this one I'm just going to pretend is the first name. So I'm going to copy this. So highlight all of it from the very top to there without dragging in the name, the row with the title. And then you would just click or press Control C or Command C on your keyboard. And then you go to the other sheet and then you just drop it into the second row in that column that you want it to go in. So you just highlight the first row and then you do Command or Control V for paste. And then you drop it in and then you drop it in again for the last name or whatever other information that you have in your phone. Now, I would say that the quickest way to do this, because a lot of times when you have your contacts in your phone or anywhere that you store your contacts, you'll have personal information or personal contacts. And so, a lot of the times if you know someone really well, you're not going to put like their entire name and everything in like a neat way. It'll just be like a nickname, like teddy bear or something. And then you'll kind of put it all into one row. So let's say like in your iPhone or your Android, you might save like mom in the first row, no last name, phone number, and something else, but they're all squeezed into one column. Well, that's going to affect the way that the CRM reads their information. So you want to make sure that you go into your original contacts list and clean it all out before you start dragging it into this list for the CRM or the Business Builder CRM. So maybe you want to go through first and kind of clean it out, either deleting the whole row by selecting the first number and deleting the row, like right click and delete the row, or you go in and you actually clean up the contact if you want to actually market to them and separate the first name and the last name. And then for the address, you would separate the address by city, state, address, country, whatever. And then just make sure that everything is consistent and unified. So phone numbers as well. Sometimes, the phone number could be like something that's very different in each contact. So sometimes people put, let's say like they put like 562 and then some number, and then so like let's say someone does this and then the other one is like this period this, and then the next one is like this and then dash this, so you don't want it to be like that because it's really confusing, first of all. And second of all, it could be that the system may not know how to read what you have in there. So you want it to be the same. If you have it like this, then have that the same throughout. Or if you want it to be with like the dash, then have it throughout. But don't do like one versus the other like randomly. That's definitely not what you want to do. And then emails as well. You want to make sure that the emails are correct and that they work. The great thing about Business Builder is that I believe that they actually go through and scrub your contacts list to see if certain emails are like still readable or sendable. So like if for some reason you can't send it or the email is no longer existent, it might like kick out an error and tell you, oh, this email is not a good email anymore. So they definitely do that. So you want to go through, clean out everything, make it look nice and neat for the spreadsheet. And then you want to start copying the rows and the columns and then adding it in to the other one. And then once you finish doing all of that, you just save it, right? And then you download it. So you click on File, Download, and then you download it as a CSV file. So it's CSV stands for comma separated values. So you just do that, and then it downloads into your downloads folder or wherever you decided to download it. And then you would go in and then you would upload it into the CRM. So you would go back here to Start and Import. So you click on that, and then you choose the CSV file. See how it says comma separated file? So then you click on Choose File, and then you choose the file that you just worked on. So whether it's this one or this one, I think it was this one. So you click on that, you click on Open, and then it's going to prompt you to go to the next step. And then it gives you all of the columns. So this is all the columns that you were provided in the spreadsheet. And then these are the target, which means like where it's going to go inside of the CRM. Because it's kind of like the same, it most likely will give you a lot of the same stuff, except for like this one, it says cell phone instead of mobile phone, something like that. But the names will most likely be similar. And then once you click on Next, it will complain if there's something wrong with your list. So that's what I meant. It's like in your list, sometimes if you made an error, if you forgot some information, it will complain and it will say, oh, there's an error found. And then you click on Edit and it'll tell you like what's wrong. So either it'll tell you which email needs to be fixed or whether there's some missing email somewhere, and it'll give you a list, and then you'll be able to see it. So you can go back into your contact sheet up here and you can look for it and then make that change. So it really helps you in that way. So then once you finish doing that, you just kind of go back and then you upload it again into the sheet, right? You click on Upload, open it, and then go to the next step, and then it'll tell you if it's still a problem. If there's anything else, then you go back and you change it again. But if there's nothing else, most likely it won't complain. It'll prompt you to go to the next step, and then you can move forward with adding all your contacts in there. And if there's a lot, then it will take a little bit of time. It'll let you know, okay, we'll send you an email once your contacts have been uploaded. But it does take a little bit of time to get into the system. So anyone have any questions about how this works? Okay.
Pretty clear.
What?
Pretty clear.
Okay. All right. But yeah, so this is usually like the first thing that I have people doing when we sit down. So if anyone hasn't done this yet, to set up their email campaigns through Business Builder, even if you're using a different CRM like Lines Desk or Top Producer or whatever, Business Builder has those automated emails that go out, and they're really useful in the way of keeping your clients informed about what's going on with your business, or just keeping in touch with them. And I encourage you to just drop your contacts in there and just automate it. Let it run, let it keep them in the loop of what's going on, so that way they are reminded of you all the time. And you don't really have to manage it too much. You just have to like maybe every year or so, like download your contacts and drop it in here and let it run. And it does like holidays, it does birthdays, it does, real estate news. What else? You can do like welcome emails, just a lot of different types of campaigns that I think are really awesome in terms of like just keeping people in the loop. So like, let me show you here. There's There's so many different options that you can choose from. There's like holiday marketing. There's staying in touch, not the holiday one, but just staying in touch with them. There's like a new way home, which is like, like a real estate market news about COVID, which, some of you guys might want to still send out or not. They also have like a print version. So like, let's say you have a list of addresses in with your clients, they can actually send out these like mailers, right? Like printable versions to them so that it goes to their address. You just have to set it up ahead of time and pay for it ahead of time, of course. And then they also have like Spanish versions. So if you have like a, clientele of Spanish people, you can do that. I don't know if they have other languages. I'm sure they probably do. They have birthdays and holidays, and you can really personalize it a lot to keep people in the loop. And it's all automated, so it's really great. All right. So I'm gonna send you guys my link if you want to sit down with me and set this up. And if you guys have any questions, you know where to reach me. So let me know.
Jocelyn.
All right, everyone. Thanks for being a part of the class. Have a great rest of your week.